Well, hello, everybody. Welcome, seventh, eighth, and ninth graders. Today, we're going to talk about fitness and exercise. And so make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper. And I'm going to try to move quickly as fast as I can. And let me just encourage you guys this year, finish the year strong. Please do your best. And please, please post all the way through to the end of the year. So once again, today we're going to talk about fitness and exercise. And so once again, have a pen or pencil and a piece of paper ready as we do this, okay? And please make sure you watch all the way through the video. I'm going to have you jot some things down that you're going to need to have to post. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm going to share this screen here. And we're going to get this ready, go here, and and here we go. And so, all right, fitness and exercise. There's a picture of our summer nights doing a little bit of uh, weightlifting there. And so when we talk about fitness and exercise, we talk about our priorities. What are our priorities? And so I want you to think about some things that you think are the most important things. And if you had to choose three things, what would they be? And so kind of take a second and kind of think about that. What would those three things be that you would choose? Okay. Well, I hope you would choose God would be first, okay, as a priority. People would definitely be a priority. Love God, love people, and then your health would be a very, very, very big priority. And so the Bible talks about that, talks about our health quite a bit. But 1 Timothy chapter 4 gives us a comparison. It says, "For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things." So just a comparison here that godliness is the most important thing, but exercise is important. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 19 through 20. "Do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within you, which you have from God? You are not your own. You were bought with a price, so glorify God in your body." And so one of the ways we can glorify God in our body is through maintaining it. We maintain our house, we maintain our yard. We need to maintain our body in the best way that we can. And we need to learn about how to do that. And there's some great benefits for that. Alertness. You can complete daily tasks with ease. Not everybody can do that because they're not physically fit. Gives you energy. It helps with stress. Makes you feel better when you go out and run. I've been trying to ran in the rain the other day, ran in the sun, just makes you feel better. And in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of money. As you take care of your body and you maintain it, in the long run, it will save you money. Several factors of physical fitness we want you to think about is when you exercise and what you do, there's so many options. What do I do? Okay, how hard do I work? How long should I work? And how often should I work out? And so as far as figuring out what to do, just some ideas here for you. A little exercise at summer nights would be good. A little swimming's good. A little swimming. This is my soccer team a couple years ago, and just a nice, funny picture. But swimming is a good option. Hanging around weird people doesn't get you more fit, but it does make you a little bit more weird. And so anyway, I don't know how that picture got in there. And then you can play football or soccer or the Duper Bowl. And so just take a look at some of these. Well, I think they're, ninth grade boys now, but some crazy looking guys there and some crazy looking girls here. You could just go out and run. Go out and run and just run. And you got Coach Sells in the back there. You got my dog barking over here. I may have to run and get my dog, and may run over there and get my dog. So if I leave for a second, don't you go anywhere. And then weightlifting is a good form of exercise. And of course, swimming again, okay? So we're going to talk about cardiorespiratory fitness and talks about your heart. And so you got different components of fitness. And so one of them is, and probably the most important one is this. It's the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to efficiently supply oxygen to the muscle cells when under exertion. Because it deals with the heart, it is very important. And so, time out. I got to get my dog. Just time out. I'm a crazy dog. My crazy dog only has 3 legs. Look at that. Lay down. Lay down. You lay down. First time. Okay. My heart's beating now. Okay, here we go. So taking care of your heart is very important. If I didn't take care of my heart, I would not have been able to just do that little task that I did right there. So we talked about your heart rate. If you are in good cardiorespiratory condition, my heart is racing just a little bit there. It's good. Your heart should efficiently pump blood through the many miles of your blood vessels to each of your body cells. So efficient, having an efficient heart. And so I want you to, if I can get this here, wanted you to watch a little video on the heart. It takes about 1 minute, and it's a pretty cool little video here. It talks about how our heart works. Now that is really cool, and it kind of gives you an idea of how important it is to take care of your heart. We talk about your heart rate. The more efficiently your heart works, the fewer times it has to pump. The number of times your heart beats each minute is called your heart rate. I'm going through these a little faster than normal because I know you don't want to watch a video for 50 minutes. So I'm moving quickly. Talk about your resting heart rate. Your lowest heart rate, okay? The heart rate that your heart beats, the rate your heart beats when you are at rest is called your less resting heart rate. Probably the best time to take that is when you wake up in the morning. As you become more fit, your resting heart rate will slow down. The normal resting heart rate for adults ranges from 60 to 100 beats per minute. Generally, a lower heart rate at rest implies more efficient heart function and better cardiovascular fitness. For example, a well-trained athlete has a heart rate closer to 40 beats per minute. Your resting heart rate, when it comes to your resting heart rate, lower is better. It means your heart rate, your heart muscle is in better condition and doesn't have to work as hard to maintain a steady beat. Studies have found that a higher resting heart rate is linked with lower physical fitness and higher blood pressure and higher body weight. So what is your resting heart rate? Remember, lower is better. We're going to check on that in just a second. So we talk about exercise. We talk about exercise with oxygen, aerobic, and without oxygen, anaerobic. So running for 30 minutes would be like with oxygen. Jogging, I'm running for 30 minutes. If I were to just go sprint like around a football field once or twice and just sprint as hard as I could, I would lose oxygen and probably faint if I kept trying to push hard. And so to take care of your heart, all exercise is beneficial. But we're talking about taking your target heart rate zone that we're going to read about here and knowing what it is and exercising within that target heart rate zone. So your target heart rate zone, this is the heart rate you should try to maintain during aerobic exercise with oxygen. You should try to exercise within 60% to 80% of your target heart rate zone, or your cardiorespiratory fitness will not improve greatly, okay? So I want to figure out what that target heart rate zone is and exercise within that zone. It is recommended that you keep your heart rate at the target level for 20 to 30 minutes a day, 3 to 6 days a week to improve. The minimum 3 up to 6 days a week. So let's find out your target heart rate zone. First, we must find out what your resting heart rate is. So we're going to do that right now. I am going to get a stopwatch. I need a stopwatch. I got my stopwatch. So you're going to take your two fingers like this, put them right there and feel the beat. Okay, you could also use your wrist, but we're going to use these two fingers. Okay. When I say go, we're going to count for 15 seconds, multiply by 4 to give us that number. Okay, ready? Right there, feel the beat. Go. Stop. Okay. So what was your number? Mine was 15. Okay. I started drinking this morning. It was like 12 or 13. And then it was like 14. And then now it was just 15. I drank a little coffee. And so, so my resting heart rate there is 15 now times 4 is 60. Okay. So my resting heart rate is 60. Okay. So next, we're going to find your maximum heart rate. And so what you're going to do is take 220 minus your age, and that's going to be your maximum heart rate. And if you look down at the bottom of this screen, you can see Coach Cash, 220 minus my age gives me my maximum heart rate. So for Coach Cash, 220 minus 55, 165 maximum heart rate for me with a resting heart rate of 60. Jacob Brown, 220 minus 16, his maximum heart rate much higher than mine, even though I got more superior athleticism. Love you, Brown. 220 minus 16, 204 as a maximum heart rate. So this is quite simple, I think. And so you need to write this down, all right? This is going to be important. So you are going to define your heart rate zone. What you're going to do is take, you see where it says Coach Cash here at the middle of the screen, Coach Cash, maximum heart rate 165. So put down your maximum heart rate. Remember, 220 minus your age, maximum heart rate minus your resting heart rate. Okay, and you get that number. Mine is 105. So take that 105 or what your number is, okay, times, over here you see 105 times 0.60. They figure that up. You have to get a calculator to at least just write it down. You can figure it up after the video if you need to. But 105 times 0.60, for me it equals 63. And then I'm going to add my resting heart rate back in, which gives me 123. And then I do the same thing, 105, but this time times 0.80 gives me 84 plus my resting heart rate, 144, target heart rate. So that's my zone, 123 and 144. So when I exercise, I want to go from my resting heart rate, 60, I want to raise it up to 123 or even higher, and I want to exercise within that zone for 20 to 30 minutes a day for 3 to 6 days a week. Okay, so make sure you got this written down because you're going to have to post this. Okay, write down your maximum heart rate, write down your resting heart rate. Okay, write down this formula here so you know how to do this, because you're going to have to use this to send in 60% and 80%. You're going to have to post that. Okay, so I'm staying here just a little longer so you can write that down. Okay, I'll come back to it right at the end. Okay, so today, Tuesday, you're going to post that you watched the video. Do an 8-minute run or activity today. Post it. Post your resting heart rate. Post your maximum heart rate. Post your target heart rate zone at 60% and 80%. So if you remember, I would be posting my resting heart rate 60, my maximum heart rate 165. I would be posting my target heart rate at 60%, 123, and my target heart rate at 80%, 144. Okay. And then here's at the bottom here, you're going to post it on the wall. Okay. Post it on the wall or in the assignment. Nobody will see it that way if you don't want anybody to see it, or use the text icon by the bell and I'll make sure that I get it. Okay. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Oh, I got one more slide. I forgot. Here we go. Before I tell you I love you. Thursday, post the following. Post on Thursday, and I'll write this in the assignment. You got to do a 10-minute run on Thursday. So you're going to get your resting heart rate Thursday, 60. You're going to go run. At the end of your run, stop. Get your stopwatch. You got your little thing you keep on your wrist. 15 seconds times 4. Write that down. Okay. So you're going to post your resting heart rate. You're going to post your heart rate at the at the end of the run to see how hard you worked and how high you got your heart up. And then that you did the 10-minute run. Okay. Make sure you have a stopwatch. And I want to go back to that little thing right there. I love you guys. If you need a copy of that, do that while I try to get out of here. And please post. Please post. That helps me. It saves me so much time when you guys post. And I don't have to chase you down. All right. Take care, guys. See you later.